Hey everyone, and welcome to Terminal 4 at JFK. This terminal is home not only to Delta, but also a whole host of foreign carriers. I'm here today to fly on that 767-400 to LAX, but every time I visit Terminal 4, I always find myself wishing that I could hop on a wide body like this and take a trip to some far-flung destination. On a gloomy day like today, however, flying to sunny California doesn't sound too bad either. This was filmed last year, which means that mask mandates were still in place and flights were still pretty cheap. Only 37 767-400s were built, and they're only in service with United and Delta, so it's a fairly rare plane to fly on. This particular aircraft first took to the skies back in 1999, and it spent its entire career with Delta. This plane has 40 Delta One seats, 35 Comfort Plus seats, and 178 Standard Economy seats where I'll be sitting today. Originally I was supposed to sit in 49G, but I agreed to switch to 42G so another passenger could sit close to his family. A blanket was waiting for us when we sat down. At the time, I was actually pretty surprised to receive a blanket, even on a transcontinental flight like this, since it seemed like the airlines were doing everything possible to cut costs. Even though this flight was pretty full, we still managed to push back from the gate on time.
Please do not adjust your seat and ask the crew member for assistance. Please ensure that all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear.
Now that we're up in the air, let's take a closer look around. The seats are in a 2-3-2 configuration. They're 19.9 inches wide, and I thought there was a nice amount of legroom. They also recline and have adjustable headrests. The seat back pocket is pretty large, and there's a universal outlet in front of you. Each seat has a touchscreen IFE system, and there's a USB port towards the bottom of it. There's also individual air vents and reading lights, and a large tray table. Soon after we reached cruising altitude, the crew handed out some complimentary drinks and a small snack. After the snack was cleared away, I took a look at the IFE system. There was a nice selection of movies and TV shows, and there was also a moving map. Wi-Fi was also available, and you could text for free with iMessage or apps like WhatsApp, but you needed to pay if you wanted to browse the internet. This flight is about 6 hours long. On some of my other videos, I've talked about how flying on narrow bodies like the A321 on longer flights like this isn't really such a big deal, and I stand by that. But I have to admit that traveling on wide bodies like this 767 is nice. The larger cabin definitely creates a less claustrophobic atmosphere, and there's 6 lavatories on board, so you didn't have people crammed into one aisle waiting to use the bathroom. There was a second snack and drink service about an hour before landing. Having 2 snacks on this flight was nice, but I think I would have preferred to have one proper meal instead. It would be great to see US airlines serve actual meals in economy on domestic trips one day. I enjoyed this flight. The crew was nice and professional, and getting to fly on board the 767-400 was a great experience. Although I flew with JetBlue in their new Mint Suite on my way home, and I think that just may have been the highlight of my entire year. On my way out, I managed to catch a glimpse of both the Economy Plus and Delta One cabins, which both looked really nice. Hopefully one day soon I can find an opportunity to try them out, especially Delta One, which I've heard very good things about. After I left the airport, I spent a day plane spotting at the world-famous In-N-Out Burger next to LAX. And then I flew back to New York with JetBlue, as I mentioned before. If you haven't watched that video yet, then I'd definitely recommend checking it out. And that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.